Very good game for us out there. Give the Vikings credit; they did a good job. Couldn't really get anything going on any side of the ball. Took us a while to kind of get them settled down defensively and get them stopped. They obviously had some big plays against us, which was critical in the game. Offensively, obviously not good enough there overall. Major issues with the pass rush and passing game, run game. I mean, just in general, give them credit. They played better than we did all the way across the board. Obviously, we got to coach it better. We got to play it better. We got to execute better. We just got to do a better job. So we got a lot of work in front of us. We got a lot of work to do. We got to regroup. We got to keep pushing forward. No one really cares what happens today. As we go forward, as far as the Bears are concerned, we got to get ready for them. But we certainly got a lot of improvement. We got to get everything corrected, and we got to play better when we get out there on the field. So just there's nothing going to be this real positive here for us to try to take out of the game from that standpoint. What we got to do is learn, and we got to get better as soon as we can.
The pass protection's been so consistent this year, 10 sacks a lot today. What was the difference?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to look at it. I mean, obviously give them credit. They did a great job with the rush. I think obviously the, being here in this environment, it's very loud. There's a lot of communication that's difficult. But, we got to go out and execute, and we got to do a good job with it when it happens. And we didn't tonight. They had a good combination of different pressures and different rushes, 4-man and 5 and 6 and 7 guys that were coming. So we just got to do a better job there.
Maybe half of those, Matthew, were of the coverage variety too. Just talk about maybe the job they did on the back end. You talked about on Friday how they can,
Yeah.
do some different things.
Yep. Yeah, I think they did a good job with some of their disguises. Especially at home, they do a great job with the play clock, and they use that to their ability, and they'll jump into some different looks late, in the coverage part of it. So some of those are some confusing looks that obviously gave us trouble. But we got to overcome them. We got to do a better job, and we just got to, we got to execute it better all the way across the board. But certainly give them credit. They did a great job executing their game plan, and we didn't do a good enough with ours.
Golden's been such a consistent safety valve for Matthew, especially on third down. How much did you guys miss?
Yeah, I mean, we've moved on from that situation. I mean, we practiced all week, and, we're really just going out there and got to execute with the guys that are out there. So we have really good football players on this team, and we have enough, and we are productive. Those guys are good players, and we just got to obviously coach it and execute it better.
You put this on coaching on yourself.
Sure.
Do you guys need to do a better job of finding a new safety valve outside some of those quick strike options for Matthew, especially on the third down?
Yeah, again, we're gonna go through and evaluate all of it, and I think for us, it's gonna start with the coaching part of it, and whether it's game planning or just technique or fundamentals or whatever it is. It's obviously there was a great combination that they did all the way across the board, coverage and rush from that standpoint. So, I don't think any one person out there on the field would have made a difference. It's got to be a different all the way across the board as a team, and that's what we got to do.
How tough is it to adjust when the rushes come from so many different?
Yeah, again, they did a great job with the different types of pressures that they brought and the different rushes that they had. They had a lot of 4-man rush too, but the pressures that they had came from kind of a bunch of different directions. And, some of them we got picked up later in the game, and then they had a couple new ones that they kept coming with, and we didn't get those handled very well. So that is difficult. It's part of the package here, part of the program, and, we got to handle it better.
Now, why do you think there's been such, I guess, variance between the two? I mean, you guys are really good for frankly, why do you think that
Yeah.
it's been that?
It's a good question. I think a lot of it, again, is just we got to learn how to be consistent all the way across the board in everything that we do, and I think there's been some weeks that have been consistent from the start of the week through to games and all the rest of it, and some weeks that haven't been consistent. Things change on game day pretty quick depending on the opponent and what they're doing, and, being able to handle some of those changes affect that, certainly from that standpoint. But there's a couple different, different variables that go into effect there when those things happen, and you look at them, and sometimes, it's just different game by game when those situations take place.
Do you think there may be some of that is you have to change how you guys are preparing for games in any way?
I think, we do a good job of really trying to cover everything we need to cover to get ready for the games. We really work hard, and that's the bottom line. There's no replacing hard work. Hard work is what everybody does in America, and we're no different. So we're going to just go do a better job of it, and we got to work harder and make sure that we understand everything that we're trying to do and everything that our opponent's trying to do, and we got to go execute it on game day. We only get one day a week to perform well, and all the way across the board, coaching and playing, and we got to just get consistent at doing that on the games.
Part of the inconsistency there too in the red zone. It looks like when you guys have really played well, you've been able to kind of take advantage of those opportunities, and there you go, a couple of them.
Well, I mean, certainly, points are a big part of this game, and that's really what kind of swings it, whether we're scoring them or trying to defend them and not give them up. When you keep an opponent out of the end zone and you score touchdowns, it's obviously going to swing in a better direction for you. So that's a big part of the field, a big part of the, game that we've got to make sure that we are consistent with. And, give them credit. Again, they did a great job in both areas of the field, offensively and defensively, of executing in the red area and finishing those drives offensively for them, and we didn't do a good enough job of finishing our drives.
Matt, another long run today, I believe that your fifth over 40 this year. Looks like a pretty straightforward concept from them. Is that just one man getting out of his assignment?
Well, when you have long runs, it's not just one guy. It's usually a bunch of guys. There's overlapping parts of the defense that you might have some big runs, you might have some plays that break through the line of scrimmage, but there's different parts of the defense that kind of overlap it and cover it. And obviously, just not very good on any level. When you have runs like that, they're not good. They're poor, and we got to get them coached up. We got to get them fixed, and we got to play them better. So, really not good play. Say again.
What did you get from Ziggy today?
I don't really know specifically. We'll take a look at it and evaluate it and see what it looked like. But I don't think, in general, I don't think we really did a good enough job in any of the phases. So can't really say one guy did anything good right now. We played a pretty bad game.
Any sense of the makeup of the team? So, any sense of your team through at the halfway point? How you got there with these 2 losses, really tough losses? Any sort of sense of the trend of your team?
No, these are tough guys. They're mentally tough guys. They're physically tough guys. They go to work every day. We understand that the games aren't easy. It's very difficult, and it doesn't matter. We got a game coming up this week. We got to get ready for it, and we got to go back to work. So that's our mindset. It's got to be our mindset. There's really no other options. There's no other choice. Okay. All right. Thanks.